Welcome to Middle Class Matters Business News in English from Dr CMA Alagesan. Scam of rupees 7,50,000 crores in Government of India Road Project Bharatmala pariyojana BPP-I. Part number 24 continued. 5.3.2 Shortcomings in detailed project reports. Detailed project reports presented the outline or layout for any project and hence should be prepared judiciously, keeping in view the latest technologies available. Good quality detailed project reports were key for timely and economical construction of quality projects. Considering the importance of good detailed project reports, MORTH, through standard operating procedure, assigned additional duty to NHAI to develop a detailed guidance document for detailed project report consultants to ensure quality design, including topics on the usage of technology, standard design for structures, guidelines for access control, etc. MORTH apprised CCA while proposing BPP-I that for preparation of quality detailed project reports, use of remote sensing technologies like light detection and ranging (LIDAR) has been made mandatory. Indian Road Congress has issued guidelines for designing payments of national highways. Generally, two types of payment designs are adapted: flexible payment IRC 37 of 2012, updated up to 2018, and rigid payment IRC 58 of 2015. Different layers prescribed for these two payment designs were as follows. Flexible payment. It involved layers of bitumen concrete BC, dense bitumen macadam DBM, wet macadam mix WMM, granular sub-base GSB, and subgrade, that is earthwork. Rigid payment. It involved layers of pavement quality concrete PQC, polythene sheet of 125 micron, dry lean concrete DLC, GSB, and subgrade. The thickness of these layers is dependent on the value of California bearing ratio of soil and vehicle damage factor VDF for million standard axles during road design life. During review of 66 sample projects, audit observed the following. 5.3.2.1 Monobo Tanot. Detailed project report consultant projected annual average daily traffic range from 294 passenger car units to 1571 passenger car units in the year 2017. It proposed for construction of 3 toll plazas on this stretch. The notice inviting tender for the project was floated 7 days before project appraisal and 53 days before approval of the project by competent authority. The project was approved on 24th March 2018. However, NHAI during execution stage, realizing that construction of toll plazas being financially unviable due to meager traffic, de-scoped 27th November 2018 the toll plazas. Approved detailed project report included the provisions of 3 light vehicular underpasses at various locations and 1 flyover at Tanot Mata Temple. However, the same were de-scoped on 30th December 2019 from the project during execution stage, citing meager traffic on the road and due to flyover being hindrance to the aesthetic view of temple. Value of this de-scoped work was 20.2 crore. MORTH did not furnish reply to the audit observation. 5.3.2.2 Kuchwala Bughal Bag. In the detailed project report of Kuchwala Bughal Bag, flexible pavement design of DPM layer of 85 mm thickness was proposed considering California bearing ratio of soil as 8%. The notice inviting tender for the project was floated 6 days before project approval and 64 days before approval of the project by competent authority. The project was approved on 24th March 2018. However, concessionaire, considering California bearing ratio of 20%, and without violating the Indian Road Congress guidelines, constructed the road with 60 mm thick DBM layer which showed overestimation of project civil cost by around 42 crore in the detailed project report. Variation in California bearing ratio from 8% to 20% indicated erroneous consideration of the same by detailed project report consultant. Detailed project report consultant projected average annual daily traffic ranging from 1,223 passenger car units to 2,493 passenger car units in the year 2016 and proposed for construction of 3 toll plazas on the stretch. However, NHAI during execution, realizing meager traffic on the stretch, de-scoped 23rd July 2020 construction of these 3 toll plazas, considering them unviable. Value of all de-scoped works was Rs 29.59 crore for this project. Detailed project report approved by NHAI provided for construction of a minor bridge over Indira Gandhi Nagar Pariyojana IGNP with a span arrangement of 40 meter without taking no objection certificate from IGNP office, which objected to the span of 40 meter as it would hinder the movement of IGNP vehicles. Therefore, IGNP allowed construction of minor bridge with a span of 55 meter and revised the drawings accordingly, which led to the delay in completion of the project. NHAI approved the detailed project report with end chainage of the project to be at kilometer 182.725, due to which it failed to link the project highway with NH11, thereby leaving a gap of 433 meter in the project highway and NH11. This hampered the seamless connectivity and hence the same was rectified at the time of execution of the project. MORTH replied in April 2022 that the assessment of California bearing ratio by the detailed project report consultant was for estimation purpose only, and the work was awarded to the lowest bidder and payment design was as per concession agreement. Further, the toll plazas have been de-linked from the scope of the work and toll collection may be done with temporary booth to assess the viability. 3 vehicular underpasses have been proposed due to fast development in the area. Also, IGNP officials initially October 5, 2017 instructed to provide a 40-meter long structure without any intermediate support. However, during execution, INGP proposed 25th June 2018 that viaduct should be provided on both banks. It further stated that reasons for the gap between the end point of the stretch and NH11 was that a bypass or ring road was proposed 24th to 25th October 2017, which could not be finalized. Reply of MORTH may be viewed against the fact that there were wide variations in the California bearing ratio values of detailed project report consultant vis-a-vis values derived by concessionaires. California bearing ratio values are worked out based on samples taken from site, hence they need to be arrived at precisely or with minimum variation. Further, MORTH reply does not address the reasons for approving of 3 toll plazas and vehicular underpass despite minimal traffic. Detailed project report was finalized without getting no objection certificate from INGP office. MORTH reply in respect of breakage of endpoint confirms the audit observation, and the fact remained that rectification in this regard had to be undertaken at later stage during execution. 5.3.2.3 Paniyala More Narula Bypass Panchura Kalan Package 1. This section with length of 31.24 km was part of Trans-Haryana corridor being developed from Ambala, Pohor to Kotipula, Paniyala More. The notice inviting tender for the project was floated 26 days before project appraisal and 307 days before approval of the project by competent authority. The detailed project report consultant proposed toll plaza at chainage 23 km of the Paniyala More to Narula bypass crossing section. There is Dollara mining area in the vicinity of the project for which NHAI had provided 4-lane link road of 2.76 km bound to Nizampur Dollara area. Audit observed that in spite of major portion of the Ambala, Kotpura, Paniala More corridor being tolled under closed tolling, 240.9 km out of 272 km, the remaining stretch of this corridor, Paniala More Narula bypass, crossing 31.24 km, was being tolled under open tolling. The location of toll plaza was at chainage 23 km on the Narula side of the project between Narul and intersection of Nangal Chaudhary bypass. Due to this, traffic moving from Narul bypass to Paniala More and not using Nizamapur link will have to pay toll for 2.76 km of Nizampur link. Nizampur link was being treated as bypass, so toll rates for this 2.76 km were 1.5 times of toll rates for normal road length without even using it. Similarly, the traffic moving from Narul bypass to Dolora mining area was bound to pay toll for 17 km patch from Nangal Chaudhary bypass to Paniala More without even using it. However, on the other hand, heavy dumpers moving between Dolora mining area, Nizampur and Paniala More using the tollable stretch of 17 kilometers were moving without paying any toll at the expense of other commuters as discussed above, who were paying excess toll. No traffic survey was conducted by NHAI to determine annual potential collection afresh on the stretch, and the bid for toll collection agency for this stretch was awarded on 20th January 2021 based on detailed project report projections only. MOTH replied in April 2022 that the location of toll plaza has been finalized for each road section considering technical feasibility of establishing a plaza and a view to optimize the user fee collection. Further, due to open tolling system, there might be vehicles which were using part of the project without crossing plaza, and similarly there would be vehicles which are using part project but crossing plaza and this paying full user fee. MOTH reply confirmed that there was bound to be revenue leakage as well as extra burden on users for toll payment. However, the fact remained that no measures were undertaken to prevent the same. 5.3.2.4 Mohali Chowrat. The notice inviting tender for the project was floated 70 days before project appraisal and 83 days before approval of the project by competent authority. NHAI awarded the project March 2018, considering the length of a bridge on Bahumati River as 0.24 km based on detailed project report consultants' estimates. Audit observed that while approving and awarding the project, NHAI overlooked the wrong estimation by detailed project report consultant of the length of the bridge on Bahumati River as NHAI itself applied 11th June 2020 for no objection certificate to Water Resource Department of Patna, considering the width of river as 2.34 km. Pending receipt of no objection certificate, NHAI de-scoped 27th December 2021 the work of construction of bridge to develop it separately. Such de-scoping of the project approved in January 2018 and taking up of the de-scoped work afresh as standalone project would result in hampering the seamless connectivity on this stretch as discussed in detail in Chapter 3. MOTH admitted in April 2022 the fault of the detailed project report consultant and the fact of de-scoping December 27, 2021 the stretch of Bagmati and Lakhari River and inviting bid afresh for the same as standalone project. It was also stated that necessary clarification or justification has been sought from the detailed project report consultant in this regard. 5.3.2.5 Koidia Rajmunda Package 2. The notice inviting tender for the project was floated 56 days before project appraisal and 84 days before the approval of the project by competent authority. Agreement for 4-laning of Koida and Rajmundra stretch was entered into by NHAI on 20th February 2018 and the appointed date for the project was fixed as 8th May 2018. As per the agreement, construction of Two bowstring road over bridges (ROB) with 6 lanes were to be constructed at Roxy and Beamlog. Before detailed project report preparation of this project and at the time of entering into agreement, General Agreement Drawings (GAD) for 2-lane non-standard graders approved in January 2011 was available for Roxy ROB, and for 4-lane standard research design and standard organization RDSO bowstring graders approved in May 2017 was available for Bimlaragar or OB. Further, MORTH while its standard operating procedure has directed that for BPP-I only RDSO approved designs were to be considered. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it to your friends and relatives who are also taxpayers. How our tax money is being misused or swindled by the politicians and the bureaucracy in India in the road projects. Thanks for watching.